Oh, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and a happy new year. This is a very interesting video. I have covered this Spawn reboot constantly. Just non-stop I've been covering this thing. Whenever there's an update, whenever McFarlane speaks out or anything like that, I always do a video because I find this to be fascinating. And now, finally, other people more in the know, more respected than I am, are saying what I said, which is that this isn't happening. This Spawn reboot isn't happening, and it's because of McFarlane. I was saying this from the start. Now, Michael Jai White, the original Spawn actor, great dude, good actor, should have been asked to come back, wasn't. He has come out and discussed the Spawn reboot and thrown major shade, but in a very professional fashion. He's basically saying what, well, at least I'm thinking. I'd say what we're all thinking, but I do these videos. There's so many people that come on and defend McFarlane. It's like, guys, like at this point, it's like an abusive relationship. You just can't see it. Like it's, I don't understand it. You know, if this happens, great. I'm all for more content and I want to see it. I just don't think it will. So let's dive into it, right? This article is linked down below. Michael Jai White, the star of the original 1997 Spawn film adaptation, is not confident that the upcoming Todd McFarlane-directed reboot of the indie comic icon will see the light of day. Which is what I've been saying. It's because of his demands. His demands are just outrageous. And they are. They are outrageous demands. So, CBR... I think it's CBR or comicbook.com, whatever it is, always get the interviews for these guys. And I don't understand how. But it's interesting. So this article is good because it does chronicle the sort of backlog of it, right? So first announced in May of 2018, details surrounding McFarlane's upcoming film have been tragically scarce. They have been scarce, but he has revealed bits and pieces, which funnily enough are the bits and pieces that most people take umbrage with. The fact that Spawn wasn't really going to be in it. It was going to be like Jaws, which Michael Jai White actually elaborates on a lot more. And if you, like, the concept of Spawn being like Jaws is actually quite a smart one. Not how he wants to do it. It is atrocious. Like, it's really bad. And this is the funny thing, because we recently had Blumhouse come out saying, oh, it's delayed because we just need to get the story right. And everyone's like, we'll just do the comics then. They are not going anywhere near the comics. And that's why. It is just terrible. So, before you start defending McFarlane, right, you bunch of brown noses, you have a look and see what he says. Because it's bad. So, here we go. So, outside of Jamie Foxx's attachment as the eponymous anti-hero in Jeremy Renner's casting as Detective Twitch, McFarlane previously confirmed that the script has been completed, described how the film will be a true drama, dark, serious, rated R, and compared Spawn's role to that of the titular shark in Jaws. So that's, again, just kind of further compounding what I said. But here's what it is. Right? He's been trying to get a new movie up and go. This is from Michael Jai White. He's been trying to get a new movie up and going for 23 years, so I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was telling me about his idea of Spawn being ethereal fog, and you don't see, like Jaws, and he strikes, and you never see him. And I'm like, okay, good luck with that. What? You've got a cool character like Spawn, and you're just going to have him like Fog. You're going to have him actually depicted as Fog. You're a moron. Todd, you are a moron. And anyone defending him at this point is a moron as well. That's not a good creative choice. You don't watch a Spawn film to never see Spawn. You watch a Spawn film because this is a cool character. He looks cool. Right? It sings, it sings and it calls to... your inner child, because you look at it and you go, yeah, it's badass. Yeah, how cool he is. I don't want to watch fog running around. If I wanted to watch that, I'd watch the fucking Mist. Like, what is this? There I am, demonetized. Unbelievable. That's just a joke. That's an absolute joke. So the actor added, personally, I wish him well. That would be a major investment. It would. And then he continues on and says exactly what I've been saying about him demanding to be the director that everyone took umbrage with. I don't know Todd to be a director at all. It's kind of like Stan Lee. He created the character, but he doesn't direct him. And I guess somebody would have to pony up a lot of money for Todd McFarlane to direct for his first time directing this movie idea that he has. I've been saying it from the start. I've heard about Jamie Foxx starring in it and wish them well. I don't know. Maybe it continues because this is what people like to hear from Todd McFarlane. He can get attention by promising another Spawn. I don't get it. That's what I've been saying. Periodically, he will literally just drop in and say, oh, here we go, new Spawn details. But nothing ever happens. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's not like he's throwing major shade, but in a very professional fashion. But he's saying exactly what I've said from the off. How could you? So anyone who's been sat there defending Todd, are you going to defend him now that you now know what he wants Spawn to be? Not shown in the film at all. Just fog. Literally just fog. Just poof. Turns up, destroys you, poof, away, fog. And it's, I quote, you don't see him. You never see him. Literally, he is ethereal fog and you don't see. So he doesn't turn up in the thing at all. That was his Jaws idea. That's garbage, Todd. I know you're not watching this, mate, but that is trash. Spawn being like Jaws is a good idea. In the sense that he's just this, force of nature. That's a good idea. It's a good rough concept, overview. Being fog, no. That's laughable. That is absolutely laughable. So no wonder, ladies and gents, that they are literally just clutching at straws. You had Blumhouse come out saying, well, in this political climate, to do all the BLM, we need to get it right. No, you don't. He's got nothing to do with BLM. He is part of the establishment. Right? He's ex-CIA. What's that got to do with anything? You absolute plebs. Right? Identity politics. Just get out of movies now. Everyone's sick to death of it. And those that aren't consumers. So now, no wonder this is delayed time and time again. This sounds like trash. And he's right as well. And he says exactly what I've said. He can get attention by promising another Spawn. I don't get it. Maybe it continues because this is what people like to hear. Because everyone does. Everyone wants it. We're no closer to getting it. What's happening with it? And just his words there, pony up a lot of money for Todd to direct his first film. Yeah, it's not happening, is it? Let's be honest. It's just fascinating. Ethereal fog, ladies and gents. That was the grand idea of the imagination that brought us something like this. Brought us this. What has happened to you, Todd? Have you just been like... What are you doing? Who thought that was going to be a good idea? Spawn is R-rated coolness. Right? He's R-rated coolness. No one wants ethereal fog. Anyway, love to hear your thoughts on this. Because there'll be so many people that defend him. They always do. Yeah, they always do. And I've been saying this from the start. It's not happening. He just drops in every now and then just to go, oh, look at me. Funnily enough, the last time he did that, it coincided with the launch of his Kickstarter for the Spawn figure. Healthy air of skepticism for these people. Because if it does happen, and it happens the way he wants, you've got ethereal fog figure coming next. How exciting. How exciting. fuck's sake. Oh, I think you've had it, Todd, mate, to be fair. Like, that's a joke. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Happy New Year, ladies and gents. Take care.